Come on, everybody, let's start the show. A quick ahoy hoy and away we'll go. Richard's got a minifig and Flynn's got a pin. The gang's all here and it's time to begin. Tricky Bricks roll call. Moto, Holly, Kara, and sometimes Blair, Clicky, Logan, Ms. Thing and Angela, and Thunderman Ho! Now you're here to grab your bricks and let's go to the Tricky Bricks Build and Check Show!
Ahoy, hoy, friends.
Ahoy, hoy, friends. How's it going? Happy Sunday. It is Sunday. And we're here doing our show. And I have the wrong glasses on again.
Aren't your right glasses? Where are your right glasses?
Maybe they're on the coffee table. I don't know.
Right.
Who knows? They look exactly the same, except for one is bifocals and one's for the computer. So I can never tell. But anyway, I hope you've been having an awesome weekend so far. We've been cleaning and building. Look at that. See? They look the same.
We had an awesome Lego day yesterday. We, for one thing, we got all the Lego out of the living room, so that was good. But then we completely, overhauled the Lego room.
Yes, thank
and
goodness.
you ever work on a big project and you end up with piles and piles and piles of the parts you didn't use
Detritus.
around your piece? We got all of it, off.
Look, the table is clear.
Yeah,
except
it's just
for. And by the way, if you're looking for a progress report, itchy eyeball. If you're looking for a progress report on how we're coming along, this is where we're at right now. Still a lot of work to do.
Yep.
But you can see it's gradually getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
And one of the huge bits of progress last week was that we finally got all the structural stuff and rock work done underneath, so we can actually start building on top now.
So very exciting stuff coming along.
And it's going to be a big build day today too.
Well, speaking of exciting stuff, we have exciting guests. We have from across the bay, it is the delightful Minifig chick. Ahoy, hoy, Kara.
Hi, Kara.
How is everybody?
Good. How are you? Oh, you've got an even differenter background this week.
I'm in the Lego room, which is the other half of the kitchen. I'm sorting again, so two weekends in a row sorting.
What's your exciting shirt?
It's pajamas. It's my Link pajamas.
Yay!
Nice.
That's great.
I was like, wow, are you wearing like a bag? Like, what's going on?
Just like a slumber party. I gotta
It's
go
just
put
that
on
kind
my
of a day.
pajamas.
So let's see. We've got who else have we got here? Oh yes. He's here. He's not wearing his green hoodie today. Don't be shocked. It's still him. It's Moto. Hi, Moto.
Yeah, this format's really freaking me out. There we go.
There, how's that?
Hi.
Better?
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, it doesn't get good until that format doesn't get good until you have 4 people on the screen.
Yeah, I'm rocking the Bearded Builders Guild shirt today.
Very
Straight
nice.
out of Utah.
So to give us that aspect ratio and also a fabulous, glamorous presence on screen, not that there isn't already glamour on screen, but
It can get
make
better.
way for Yano. Hi, Yano.
Hi, I woke up like this.
I believe that.
I
Donna,
did
there's
not
this
wake up like this.
Amazing soft quality to your lens today. It's almost like one of those 70s photos, like you should have a superimposed profile of you in front of the curtain next to you.
Or like a Merchant Ivory film.
Or maybe wipe the fingerprints off my lens.
Whatever it
You
is.
It's a
definitely
design
have,
decision.
Not that you need it, but I'm just
It's
saying.
the it's the RuPaul filter. It's very nice.
I know it's in some of those episodes. RuPaul is just like 2 eyes and a mouth and a blur. Like that's pretty much it. Oh my goodness. Well, hope everybody's having an awesome weekend. Are you guys having awesome weekends so far?
So far,
Yeah,
but I got to do
actually.
laundry today, so you know.
Yeah.
Every part of my body is aching right now.
What happened?
Why? What's up, Moto?
I'm so for the last, as far as we can tell, for the last 9 years, I've been throwing every piece of stick and tree branch and cut down tree and leaves and junk in the back, and it's finally time to bring it back to a garden. And so small art director and myself are becoming a team to take on the wild back, and I've basically been destroying wood for days and days and days with a wood chipper, chainsaw, every dangerous piece of implement you could imagine. So yeah,
Wow.
I'm just like bruised and marked up everywhere.
Oh my
I was using the wood chipper for 2 hours before the show, so I'm glad I can finally just sit down for a minute.
Well, I'm glad we could provide you with a small break from your
Oh yeah,
workaday
yeah.
tasks.
Yeah. Some of the folks probably in the chat have been looking at the great YouTube or Facebook adventure of all.
I have.
Yes.
I couldn't decide if you were building a yurt or, if small art director was testing out his superhero powers by lifting huge stumps overhead. It looks like a very exciting project.
It's all of that. It's this extreme workout. But yeah, we've cleared out 3 cubic yards of stuff, and
Wow.
we're about to fill another 3 cubic yards probably today. So a cubic
Yikes.
yard, by the way, is a bagster. I don't know if you've ever seen those big industrial bags that you have to order the people that come with a crane and lift out. But yeah.
We used to, in the 70s, when I was a little kid, my family decided to turn our entire backyard into a garden. And so they wanted to get a bunch of compost to make the soil healthy. So they thought, you know what, we'll get 9 cubic yards of compost.
Oh.
And a truck came, and this was mushroom compost, so it was really fresh and fragrant.
Oh my
Came
goodness.
and filled our driveway to like 10 feet deep. It was crazy.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
it went through.
Yeah, but after the only reason we know it's been about 10 years is every time we find a Christmas tree, it's another year that we've thrown stuff in the bag. So we've pulled out 9 Christmas tree logs so far, and there's probably a 10th hiding in there somewhere else.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, this is like, but the soil is really good down there at the bottom. It's been sitting there and becoming this beautiful black soil. It's really rich. So I'm looking forward to a good season of gardening.
Hey, by the way, good for you. The Brothers Brick just reposted your video of the wolf, and your wolf is looking so great in the background, all lit and fierce.
There's
Look out behind you.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. It's got bunny ears, so it's slightly tamed.
Oh, I finally see
I gotta get the water bottles out of the way.
the representative from the Pacific Northwest. Or no, this other representative of the one of 3. Sorry, Yano. I am still
It's okay. I'm the
getting there.
newest member.
You're still our next door neighbor.
I know.
Right.
Really?
But now Yano has a new next door neighbor, and that is the lovely, the delightful Holly.
Holly.
Ahoy,
Bye,
hoy.
Hi, Holly.
everyone.
How are you doing today?
Good. Yeah, it's been a busy morning.
Well, I've been I'm very excited that you're especially that you're here today, because we are going to be talking about some of the Star Wars stuff happening next week.
Yeah.
And there is surprise controversy because Star Wars Lego.
What?
There's nothing controversial going out. What could be controversial?
We'll get to it. We'll get to it. I promise.
Okay, let me grab my blue milk, so I'm ready. Let me grab my blue milk here.
I am so ready for pins today.
I'm gonna sip my-
Good.
I'm
Well,
gonna
let's
sip
go
my blue
ahead
milk.
and let's go ahead and see what that's all about. Holly, you get to go.
I'm gonna
first
go
today.
last. I'm gonna go last. It's a lot.
Oh,
I'm
now you're
sorry.
going
All
last.
right.
Okay.
I'm actually
a
lying.
lot.
I'm not ready.
Okay. Yano, are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. Whoop.
So I'm meanwhile, Star Wars, I'm celebrating the release of Lightyear sets today.
Yes.
And I actually picked up this vintage, sorry, getting the angle. I picked this up from Boone's yard sale.
Oh, sweet.
So
Oh,
this,
right on.
Awesome.
this is, as far as I can tell, especially judging by the rust on the back, this is from 1995 when Toy Story was released.
Cool. That is
Yeah.
awesome. Oh, and you got your shirt too. I just noticed.
She
All
is
right,
ready.
Kara, you ready?
Always.
All right.
All right. One of my favorite people of all time. Miss
Happy
Piggy.
Yay!
Sorry for the glare.
That is awesome.
She is
All
awesome.
right,
And-
Moto.
You know, she's one of the best karate experts to
Definitely.
ever grace television was Miss Piggy.
Indeed.
Absolutely. Hiya!
Yeah.
I had a really good pin and I left it in the car.
Oh. Do we
So
need
I'll
to
have
come
to
back to
reuse-
you?
I'll have to reuse this.
Okay.
Yay.
That's
Aw.
okay.
It's
Where
one of the
in the
lovely
world?
gifts from you guys. Always exciting. Love a little Disney pin.
That's awesome.
Here you go.
All
You
right.
know, a bow makes every day better.
All right, Holly, it's true. Are we
Okay.
ready? Does
Yeah.
everybody need to settle in for this one?
Yeah, so we're
Okay.
talking Star Wars today. So I thought I would show off. I actually didn't have all these attached, but I was attaching them to my lanyard from the last Star Wars celebration that I went to. And it's all about the pin trading or trading of whatever stuff. Some are buttons more than pins. But anyway, here's the little lanyard of
Holy cow.
buttons and pins that I collected
Ooh.
at Star Wars Celebration. And there's some really good ones in there.
Wow.
I like
nice.
the New Hope pin is really cool.
Yeah. Very shiny.
Very cool.
So
Does that mean it's our turn now? Oh my goodness. I don't have anything as cool as that.
nobody has
May,
Nice.
may the figures be with you.
I know we're talking about it today, but personally, I'm saving my Star Wars pin until next week, a little closer to the date. Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, and also, by the way, now is the time to give a hello in the chat so we know you're here because we're going to say hi to everybody here in just a minute. So, all right, go
All
ahead.
right. Well, it's no secret. Oswald is one of my favorite Disney
Yay.
characters, and I discovered a new project I have to take on, or I want to take on today with the piece we're working on, and it's a head scratcher. So it's that one. I'm gonna have to figure it out.
And I have this isn't, I guess this is the Yeti. I got this awesome pin from Paint Pusher and Minifig Chick in a set of
Wow.
really amazingly cool pins.
So
Yeah.
good.
I do love that one. It's so good. That's kind of like, this is me before coffee.
Definitely.
And I'm not sure which, but one of us gets very scared by the Yeti every time.
I do. I will. I mean, you all know the story. I closed my eyes the entire time on the ride because I was terrified. And this isn't actually the Yeti from the Matterhorn.
No,
This is the
Abominable Snowman.
from the now I can't remember.
Mount
the name.
Everest.
Thank you. Yeah,
Thank
the
you.
Everest Adventure ride. So that's this one. Which
Okay,
is
you can keep your eyes open.
No, I can't. I don't know why, but it terrifies me. It absolutely terrifies me.
It's a mystery.
It's well, and I kind of partially opened my eyes the last time we were on it, and I saw him like lean forward and shake his head in silhouette, and it was terrifying. And I was just like, no, I can't do this. I can't. All right. I mean, realistically, I know he's not going to jump out, but
Are you really sure?
I know. See, that's the thing.
This
Right.
could be the time.
All right. Well, let's
Yeah.
say hi to everybody who's here today. We've got Alexander 23Z is here. How's it going? Bricks and Mortar is here. Hi, Janae. How's it going? Good to see you. We've got Darren Siegfried. David Wilkie is here. Edison M. Fabufan MKE. Gergonzola. Heather Miraz. Hooded One. How's it going? John Luttrell and
And
Vicky.
Vicky.
Hello and cheers. Coffee. We've got Ken Olson is here. Lego Don. We've got Lisa Head. Hey, Matthew Builds Bricks. Hey, Matthew. Kicking off the Emscapades. Matthew Builds Bricks. Minifig Chick. Minifig Nick. Monica Berry and Moto. Oh, I see we're down to the original version of the Emscapades today. We've got
Classic.
A classic version. We've got Pit Brickyard. I saw pop in there, but then pops back out again. Patrick Wismer is here. Hey, Patrick. Smoke Up Johnny. Hey, how's it going? Fantastic.
Wilfred
Bonsoir,
is here.
Wilfred. How's it going? And Kim Zarakino. We don't have to say wherever you may be because she's right here with us. And we've got, and also Zissou. Yes, I can hear you. Clam Fandango is here. Clam. I meant clam. Clam.
Welcome, everyone, and everyone on Facebook as well. And if you're just lurking, we're glad you're here.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
And it doesn't hurt to hit that like button, right?
That's right. Two Humble Brits is here. Hello, Johnny Cat. Ahoy, hoy. So, and speaking of liking videos, if I may, just for a moment, talk about that we this week started our new version of our review videos, like our new thing. It's called
Tricky Bricks.
Tricky Bricks Quick Reviews. Thank you. I forgot our name for a minute. And we're doing our reviews that are going to be 15 minutes or less. I think the Muppet one came out to be 16 minutes, but we have two out now. We have the Muppets Minifigs review, and we have the Botanicals review. The Botanicals, even though we were reviewing two sets, came out less than 10 minutes, I think. Like, we really like...
Well, we tried to be to the point, and I think as we move ahead, we're going to be introducing more absurdity.
Well, you know, it was our first time. It was a new format, so it was a little, it was a little weird getting to it. But I would, and I don't ask this very often, but I do ask if you would please go check them out, give them a like. If you like it, you're not required. But I mean, really, most importantly, is just like, please go check it out. I want to definitely show to Lego and to the rest of our viewing audiences that we can do this different format stuff and it can still be successful. And the other thing too is so many people that do reviews are very in-depth reviews, and I appreciate them, and I appreciate them for doing that. But for us, I feel like that ground is already really well covered of these people who do super in-depth reviews. So why not just kind of show what we think of something, hit the bullet points, and so I know a lot of the feedback that we got from some of the ones that we did where we kind of built on camera was there was a little bit of people saying like, oh, I'm not going to watch because I don't want to ruin the build. Like, I want to be able to see, I want to keep the surprises for myself, which is totally fair. And so we've tried to kind of circumvent that by doing this quicker sort of review thing. So hopefully you enjoy them.
So we include some hard facts in there, when it comes out, when you can get it, how much it costs. But the rest of it is entirely subjective.
Well, like all reviews.
Thoroughly subjective, our opinions. And we're happy to give lots of them.
Yeah.
That's the hard-hitting casual journalism that we've come to know and love.
Precisely.
Well, it's interesting, like making and I'm sure you know this, and I know Yano is very well familiar with this. Is that making pre-recorded video is a lot of work. Like,
I can't even do it.
Yeah, it's way more work than doing a live show, and I mean that's another good reason to kind of keep these at a short, because I don't want to have given up Fridays only to have all that time taken up by doing another video, because we did, I missed Fridays, but we've been building more for sure. So
I must say, I totally prefer the short format because I get super bored with a long, in-depth review. I don't enjoy them.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And and again, like I said, there's so many other places you can go. I mean, like, not on video, but Brothers Brick does extensively detailed reviews. And I've even done a few of them, and they were very difficult. I'll say that. And yeah, so anyway, but yeah, the pre-recorded stuff can be very, very tricky. So there we go. Yes, being creative with reviews is super hard. It's very true. So yeah, there you go.
Let's see what sorry, I'm like I see some heads down here. Kara and Moto and Holly. What are your hands busy with there? What's going on?
Sorting.
Yeah, I'm sorting, and I'm probably actually going to be like coming to and from because I need to start actually putting stuff away and building stuff. So.
Right on, because we're about to start talking about Star Wars.
I mean, I can hear you, and I can. I mean, all my stuff is just a couple of steps away. I'm not going far.
You could put Skittles in your chair in the meantime.
He hates it so much. He hates it.
Oh my goodness. All right.
How about you, Moto?
Yeah, Moto, what are you working on?
I'm styling the frame.
Oh, so this is the chassis that you remade out of the buggy, right? Your entire rebuild.
Yep. And so now I'm just I'm hardening up the side of it so that I can put the top on. I've finished the topper over there.
The challenge I had when I did a rebuild of the buggy was clearance. I wanted something that could go over obstacles, but I ended up having to build so much junk underneath it that I had about 1 brick of clearance to the ground.
Yeah, my silly solution to that, and you've seen it, is when you put a tire like that on,
chunky.
It's no longer a problem.
That's great.
That's fair.
Nice.
So, yeah, maybe by the end of this, I'll have a nice little frame built up for you guys. I'm flying casual like Han Solo into the Empire. See, I'll bring it back to Star Wars. Fly casual.
Well, actually, before we hit the Star Wars thing, apparently the Lego instructions app has posted already instructions for a new Friends set that's coming out.
Really?
Have you all seen this yet?
Wait, no, I haven't seen it. Can we see it?
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna try and get it here. I was teensy bit unprepared. Big surprise.
Well, while Flynn gets that together, what are you working on, Yano?
I'm trying to part out the pieces for this 2010 Buzz Lightyear spaceship.
Wow, how cool.
So I can do a little compare and contrast.
That's got some classic space feel to it.
Mm-hmm. The new one that's coming out does too, actually, even more so. Mm-hmm. The yellow canopy in it.
By intent, because the production person is an AFOL, so they brought back Mary Yellow for a reason.
It's just awesome.
Oh, right on.
All right, so let's take a look at this. Here we go. Boom. It is Andrea's theater school.
Yay.
Oh, wow.
Or, sorry, Andrea's. Sorry. I love this. And of course, I can't help but think, well, first of all, it looks like those curtains are fabric.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like they move.
It's really kind of cool.
I love it.
Fun.
And then, and it's also like, of course, I can't help but think about the Muppets minifigs.
I was going to say the same thing. There it is.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Same
thought.
It also gives
them I love this because it's got the little wig stand, which I had used in our theater. Like I made sure to have little wigs in the theater, and the trunk of costumes, which we also had in our theater.
Yep.
Hey, no, I'm kidding. I'm not going to be that guy.
I just went to my daughter's school for a theater play just day before yesterday. That's pretty fun.
Awesome. Lots of good little pieces in gold too. Looks like those hearts in gold. Have we had those hearts in gold before?
The little ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, the heart tiles, yes.
Fun.
And there's some new hairy colors here. If you look at the girl in the green dress here, she's got the oh gosh, I can't remember her name, but there was a new hair piece. It's got the 2 buns at the top, and then the long hair in the back. It's really great.
Very cute.
So
I might be biased because I love theater, but I could just see so much play opportunity for here.
Yeah.
You just put whatever set you want on there. You could make little movies.
Well, and I love the boxes, like the theater boxes.
Yeah, that's a great. There's some great color choices there too.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say that's a fancy school.
Well, yeah.
If they've got
mean-
boxes, that's a fancy school.
Yeah, it's not too far off from my kids' school.
Well, then your kid goes to a
actually-
fancy school.
They do. Well, I mean, she goes to an arts focused school, and
Oh, there
they
you
just
go.
rebuilt. Like everything is basically brand new. I don't think it has box seats in there, but it's pretty dang fancy. Unfortunately, middle school plays are in the kind of like the annex theater, which is not as fancy. That's definitely, you know, which I sort of like it. I actually like the one with just like, you know, the curtains and the cardboard thing you stand on better.
Brickworm. Those Friends girls have all the monies.
Yeah, it's true.
They do.
Their apartments are fancy.
That's what happens when you don't have to invest so much in in police, right?
Right. Dear.
Well, every endangered animal saved is, you know, what, 50 grand to a zoo? So I'm just saying, they're making scratch.
Wow. Wow.
Know about that.
All right. So, okay. And once again, we're gonna, because Yano reminded me, and actually I had these queued up. I just forgot to have them queued up in the way that I needed them queued up. Here we go. It is today. Today is the big day. It is the release day for the new Lightyear sets that we were just talking about. And let's get that up here, shall we? Now, this is coming from our friends at Brickset.
Thanks, Brickset.
So there are 3 sets that are coming out. This is called Cyclops Chase, and this is a 4+ set. And
Yeah.
I think it looks awesome.
Yeah.
What
Totally.
is this custom?
God, those
is that
new
a
elements in the
custom
leg
piece
are
for the
nuts.
hips and upper part of the legs.
Yes, I would think in the 4+ style, there's going to be some bigger chunks, like bigger piece chunks.
Yep.
Yeah, the foot's it's like all one piece. The legs are pretty much all one piece.
Right.
That's cool.
I
Those
think- did
make
Monkey
great
Kid-
factory parts?
I think Monkey Kid was maybe the first team to start using these recently.
Oh, really?
Really?
It's starting these pieces are in a bunch of junior sets and or maybe,
those
probably
leg pieces
Ninjago.
would be-
Yeah,
like
I was
easy-
getting
easy
worried that
next.
it was they were getting back in the 2000s with a lot of custom molded non-reuse stuff, but as long as they were using it.
Well, I love it. I love that we have another minifig of color, which is always awesome.
and
Always
smiling.
good.
And stealing Liz's hair, but that's a minor. That's a minor thing.
Maybe it is Liz.
But maybe it is Liz
Oh,
all
like-
grown up and in space.
Oh.
Liz in space. The thing.
Well, that's the big reveal. It's going to be Liz in space, and everybody's going to be like, "Hey, I understand that deep cut."
So the next one we have is the Zerg Battle here. And I love, well, there's a couple of things that I really, really like about this one. I love the the exchangeable heads. So there's the ones with the spacesuit. And I love that she has like a matching spacesuit.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah.
And then they have their regular heads. And I love I guess we'll know when we see the movie, but I love whatever this red sort of thing is.
Energy
down here.
thing, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, in the original Toy Story movie, they're like one of Buzz's first lines is, "Do people still use fossil fuels, or have you discovered crystallic fusion?" So they're like actually paying homage to an alternative power source.
Wow, that is awesome. And I also love this like little robot here.
I love that robot.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very kind of 70s.
Yeah.
And
It
then
looks like it would be in
sort of-
silent running.
Totally.
Is that also a new piece or something I haven't seen? It looks like a 2x2 round with the ability to attach an anti-stud to it
No, they're like
for the head.
No, they're
On a
molded that way.
2x2 round.
We have them.
Yeah.
Little holes.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
Like the
Little
one
technic-
that you
maybe I used them in the space station.
So what's crazy is it's a Technic pin hole acceptor,
Yep.
and in the past, you can't put in a stud into that connector. That makes an illegal connection.
Oh.
So if you look closely, that is a Technic, one of the new Technic inverse pins.
Oh, you're
Oh.
right. It
Oh.
sure is.
Yeah, with the stud
Of
acceptor.
course, this is the piece that has the single pinhole that goes all the way through, right?
Mm-hmm.
Be back in just a second.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, so they're using the anti-stud Technic half pin, which is a new element and a new color in this thing.
Nice. And
So
yes,
to
that's
pull off that eye, which is nice.
set as
And everybody's going to like the side printing on the arms, I bet. The new stud shooter style, whatever.
Well, I love their guns too. Hers especially is really cool looking.
My son will like it because it has a cat. So, or Flurgan.
Now this is the one that I think people or
Oh,
most
yeah.
people I've talked to are the most excited about.
Yeah.
And again, we get 2 minifigures of color in this one, different characters this time. You know, I wanted to just we can come back to this in a second, but I just wanted to say, like, a while back we heard, and not too long ago, that Lego was going to be committed to having more inclusion, having more skin tones and things like that. And yes, I understand that this is also a product of the movie having those characters, but it doesn't mean that they had to include them, and they did. And we even have a older person of color here. So I think I'm really, really excited because I know a lot of people are like, yeah, I'll believe it when it happens. I'm just really excited to see them coming through with the things that they said they were going to do.
It happened.
Yeah.
Totally.
So,
And it really does speak highly of Disney Pixar and their efforts to diversify as well. Because I've got, you know, a bunch of Buzz Lightyear bodies where I've been putting different heads and different ethnicities, and I wanted to have like a whole Space Ranger army, and I love that the movie's actually doing that too.
Of course, they kind of not that they necessarily haven't, but also if you want to win an Oscar these days, it's actually like spelled out that there's kind of some quotas now.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yay.
Well, this looks like such a fun set, and it is so classic space. Like, it's like classic space, Star Wars. Like, it's kind of got all of those elements going on to it, and
It's not just classic space. It's almost a Vic Viper, except for the tail fin.
Oh,
So I would think that someone really, really, really was into the Vic Viper aesthetic, Star Fox, all that stuff, and really wanted to see that forward swept wing come through with it has 2 engines, I know, and doesn't have a single engine, vertical. But other than that, it's pretty much a Vic Viper.
And there's the famous yellow canopy that we were
the canary yellow's back
from the designer.
Yep, canary yellow's back.
Well, and I love these helmets down here.
Yeah,
they're
very
really
sci-fi.
That's really cool. Very cool.
And the little caution stripe is definitely an homage to the original set and the original movie. How his box
His wing,
spaceship
right?
has the little thing and his wings. Yeah.
I love that the older astronaut has adventure face on too. Like, this is we're gonna go get him kind of face.
Well, and I think too, there is that, and I love him as well. There is that whole. For a long time, the only minifigures of color faces you could find were frowning or angry.
Yep.
And they've really improved on that as well.
They really have. Yeah.
Oh, and there's that minifigure posing stand in gray as part of his weapon.
Oh, nice. That it was funny. Like, originally, that was one of 2 parts, I think, that really kind of like took Lego by storm. It was the quarter round dots tile and that posing stand. They've really, really making great use out of those. I mean, I think the quarter round tile has a bit more use to it, like in many, many, many different situations, because it's more decorative. But I've seen some really great use of those minifigure posing stands.
Well, I just love being able to mount something on an angle without a hinge. You can do it for so small a size.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Chunky Monkey looks like they agree with small art director. I just want the kitty out of the set.
I'm telling you, man, cats on the internet. I don't know what it is.
Oh, cats and space, right? Like there's this one, and didn't we have Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cats in space.
I'm telling you,
cat
man,
is
if
a
you want to move
robot.
product, put a cat on it. Put a cat in it.
Put a cat in it. There we go. Anyway, so new sets.
New sets, awesome.
Hey.
Yes, there's also a Duplo. There is also a
Oh,
Duplo
yeah.
set as well. So okay, let's talk some Star Wars, friends. First of all, where's
Okay.
our
C3po, R2D2.
Star Wars surprise?
Lightsaber.
I'm not grabbing anything because I don't know what.
Kara.
I'm gonna take a sip of blue milk here.
Flynn, I'm not grabbing anything because I don't know what we can show.
We can show it.
Oh,
okay.
Remember, you
Where-
took a
where's it?
picture of me holding it, and I
Right,
posted
which
it on Instagram.
Oh, I see the one. I see the one you're talking
Yes. So he gets very nervous these days.
I don't
Um,
blame them.
Yeah, you got
Because
it.
we have things sitting around, and who knows if we're allowed to say,
Yeah.
"Oh, you're
Right.
right, Blair. Jonesy was another cat in space. That's the cat from Alien.
Yay.
See,
Oh, yeah.
There you
cat,
go.
space.
go.
It's a whole thing."
Cats are great for jump scares.
That's what started it all.
Okay, here we
You
go.
ready?
Yes. So I'm gonna go up here. So this is the big announcement this week for all the Star Wars fans.
Yes.
Luke
pretty cool.
Skywalker's Landspeeder. And I know you're probably all shocked that I accepted this as a review. But I felt
we love this.
this is my Star Wars,
Yes.
Totally.
right? I mean, I get it. I know. I love and you know, the Star Wars is a great franchise. There's lots of great movies, but this is my Star Wars. This is the movie that I sat in, you know, as a 9-year-old and just like with my mouth hanging open. And I thought this Landspeeder was so cool. And I had the Kenner
one,
the
right?
Kenner version that had like little bouncy wheels underneath of it that made it look like it was gliding. So that was the big, like, that's the big set that is coming out for Star Wars Day, which is coming up, of course, May 4th. And yeah, and that's another, you're exactly right, Monica. It's not all Blay. It actually has like color
Right.
to it, which is another reason that I wanted. It looks great. It looks like it's got really, I'm excited to put it together. And I'm actually really excited for that. There's a C3po Minifig with a silver leg, like, and now from what I've heard, I have not looked at it yet, but I heard that it's dual molded.
Oh.
But I'm not sure about that. I need to check that out.
I just want to see how it scales with Belleville figures.
Right?
Oh no,
I think it's too big.
It's probably too
maybe
big, but-
Even for Belleville.
Belleville's bigger.
Galador?
than
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, that's not fair. How many land speeders has Lego made? That's a good
Ooh,
question.
quite
You
a
know
bit.
what?
a lot.
Quite a
Let's
bit.
look at Brickset because you can search things by that, and we'll see what Brickset says. Because they know all
I
that
think
stuff.
not as many as Millennium Falcons, that's for sure.
There's
Oh,
been
and
a
I
lot of
have to.
little, like,
I gotta
things.
say, I have to apologize. Well, I don't know if apologize. is the right word.
11.
I need to apologize to Holly.
Uh-oh.
She's gonna hold this over me for the rest of my life. But a few weeks ago, when we were talking about, she was saying that she likes to have all of her sets recorded on Brickset so that she can see if there's parts that she needs for a build that she has them. And I was kind of like, oh, I don't need that, blah, blah, blah. Well, we were trying to figure out, we were trying to find a specific plant piece for our temple back there. And I was like, oh, these are going to be hard to find. And then and somebody's like, well, look it up on Bricklink and see what sets it came in. And I was like, oh, okay, I can do that. So Brick Set. And I was like, okay, I can do that. No, Bricklink, actually. Bricklink is where I went
Where you
through.
started? Okay.
And then it turned out that there are 11 of them in a set that we have. So we don't have to order them from Bricklink. And I was like, I get it now.
Oh, how the worm has turned.
That's true.
And so now all we need to do is find 11 things this big in our entire collection.
Yeah, I don't know how you build any other way, because I mean it's like on a daily basis. I'm like, in fact, it was just yesterday I was looking for fence pieces in tan, and I'm like, oh, I don't think those even exist. And then I looked it up, and it's even better if you design like in Studio, because you can just click on the part and the part takes you to Bricklink and shows you like what that's in and what colors it has. And it turns out that there were like 12 of them in an architecture set. And I'm like, oh, I don't think I have that architecture set. And then I went to Brick Set, and sure enough, I have it.
Yay! Okay, so according to this, including the one that we have in hand, there have been 5 Luke's Landspeeders made. There's also a Han Solo's Landspeeder.
Well, I don't know. Looking at them, I think this one looks.
There are a few
cooler.
from the Advent calendars too.
I was gonna say,
Right,
there
there's
are
the-
a lot.
Oh,
There's like
what's that one?
keychains, and there's.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's the mini ones, but I'm
Yeah.
talking about like a model that you can buy in a
Right.
box that is just the Landspeeder. That's the one. That is it.
Go up
So-
one,
Right.
would you? A little more. That one. What's that one?
The
Is,
one
is
that
that the
we
new one?
have in-
Well, the new one is the new one stands out as I think the best looking one.
And it's the only UCS one, so at least they're not re-releasing like another UCS of something they've already made. That's what like
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now let me see. Here is. I mean, I know we looked at the box, but I think this will be a bit better of a look for everybody. This is the new one.
That's so good.
Yeah, it looks really great, and
It's
I
so-
love those. Whatever I know maybe we were talking about this.
Somebody's really flexing those flex tubes. That's just
Yeah,
awesome.
the flex tubes, right?
Well, so do you think those are full-on flex tubes, or those little skinnier ones that have a stud on either end?
Mm-mm.
No,
Is
they
it
got
full flex tubes?
They look like
Yeah.
flex
Those are
tubes.
Yeah.
They look
Those are like-
great.
Like the ones that go in the piano, right? Just in gray.
Mhm. Yeah, they're just in gray.
Oh, so Edison asks, does that 5 include Luke Landspeeders that are included in bigger sets like Mos Eisley? No, that was just straight up sets that are just the Landspeeder. And I love these. I love the colors of this. They're just so good. And I
Yeah.
really love the open engine on the side that has the it has all the wires exposed and everything.
I mean, that's what it is. You know, it's a piece of farm equipment.
Right.
And
Yeah.
you don't-
yeah.
I mean,
I
that's
don't
a
think we
kind
even
of
have
pickup
idea.
Yeah.
truck. It's
Yeah.
it's like the farm pickup truck.
Yes.
That's what it is.
And how about this awesome windscreen piece?
Yeah, the windscreen's where it's at.
That is
Yeah.
good. That is good. That's a new piece,
Bye, Chunky. I think so.
I would assume.
It's sleek.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's,
don't think you
it's-
have to be a Star Wars fan to appreciate this. It just looks so good.
Well,
Agreed.
it's funny. I don't typically, as compared with the madness around Star Wars and all the other movies that I'm much less familiar with, I don't usually think of myself as a Star Wars fan, but I'm this kind of Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
Right.
for sure. And I think
This
that's
This
that
was the
also
kind of-
I think that also shows that you don't have to be in love with every single thing of a
Yeah.
part of a franchise to be a
Right.
fan.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's what makes Star Wars
The-
fans Star Wars fans though. Like there were those like original designs and that like new sort of sci-fi look that people gravitated towards. Like for me, it was kind of the AT-AT. Like the first time I saw the AT-AT on screen, that's what made me a Star Wars fan. You know, it was like, and for other people, it's the very first scene of the Star Destroyer. Coming over the camera, like that's what grabbed people and made them such fans.
Holly, I just got a chill when you said that.
Oh yeah, seriously, like that was for me. That was it.
Yeah.
Like when I was sitting in that theater and that's what was on
Yep.
screen, I was just completely taken in by that. It was incredible. So
Yeah, I won't get this because I don't have the space or budget, but it's the only one that I've been tempted by for sure.
yeah, I mean, there were a couple of Mandalorian ones that I liked just because I really liked the show a lot. And yeah, and there's one coming up that has the Amy Sedaris character as a minifigure.
Yeah.
I need the
Yeah.
It's like like I love it's a cute set, but what I really want is like,
Yeah.
I want the cat from the Lightyear sets. I want the Amy Sedaris.
Oh my
minifig.
god.
Gotta have it.
She's so good.
The
Okay.
the only minor weird Lego thing that's going on is if you look at the engine intakes, they look like mouths with teeth, and that's
They
just from the way the
do,
studs
and I
work.
kind of love that.
You can't unsee it once you see it. They're like, arm, 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 arm.
So this is so Bricks and Mortar says Brickset has 15 different sets for X34 Landspeeder tag, including Mos Eisley.
Yep.
And then Hooded One says 7 Landspeeders with the Mos Eisley sets included. And then Joel says that the number that Bricks and Mortar quoted includes like the keychains and all of that stuff. So we've seen somewhere between 7 and 900 Landspeeder. I think we can all agree.
Accurate.
So,
but they're trying to put a cap on that, right? Like I'm sure there'll be. I don't mean a cap. What am I saying? They're like the cherry on the sundae with this new set.
Okay, so
I mean, it is a great, like, even as the original toys, like, it's a smaller scale thing, so it's more cost effective for them to produce and for us as fans to buy.
well, and if I dare say, it's an iconic piece of Star Wars, just as much as the TIE Fighter and the Death Star and an X-wing, in my opinion.
Totally.
Yeah.
So, Ollie raised an eyebrow.
But no, I said yeah. I agree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, uh-oh. All right.
No, definitely. Yeah.
Are we ready for the controversy now?
Okay,
God.
yeah.
Oh my god, but we are late.
Fine.
Oh, we are late.
Oh, my
Okay, we'll get to the
goodness.
controversy in a minute. But right now, it's time, everyone, for the pause that
This is not gonna
refreshes.
work.
That's right. It's Logan Cookie Time. Hi, look who's here, everybody. It's Logan.
He's got his paws up on the table. Can I throw it well?
Oh,
You got it.
whoa,
That almost
whoa. Hi, Blair.
She's coming.
Ahoy, hoy!
Here, we're going to go back over to this, though. There we go. There
Okay,
he
we'll
is.
Give him one more. Ready? Good
Yay,
boy.
Logan. Very good. Very good. Oh, my goodness. Now, Blair, you requested to come on for LCT. What's going on?
Oh, I'll be ready in a second.
Oh,
I've
okay.
been,
All right.
I've been having a morning, and I really wanted to hop on.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And now, no, don't touch the
We're
keyboard.
working on it.
All right. And now, here with today's weather, Skittles.
You're not gonna catch it. Nope.
Cloudy with
Bounced off her nose.
Cloudy with a chance of flying treats.
Nope. Skittles. Should I just give it to you? I should just give it to you. Yeah. Yes. Yes. No. Thank you, mommy.
She says, finally she figured it out. Just put it right in my mouth.
Okay, now it looks like Kara had a pretty special. Oh, you know what? On second thought,
We do.
How many of those do you have, Kara?
I only have 2.
Only.
That's so
I want
cool.
one.
That's the glow in the dark one, right?
This is the glow in the dark one.
Okay, I'm convinced.
Okay, me too. Oh my goodness. We'll have a talk about that later.
Yeah. Really hard talk.
It might be a long talk.
All right. Let's see. Who else have we got here? Oh yes, of course. The Rancor. How could we not? How could we not?
Cookie.
And
Wow, the Rancor makes a good cookie monster.
it's true.
DJ Wampa. He's headlining Freezing Man. So
That's
DJ
awesome.
setup.
Wow, he's got a great setup too.
He's
That's
I'm excited to revive it.
Wow, Blair, you're like in the in between. Like you're like,
All my Lego friends' colors are gone. Like Moto, I am all wiped out from painting 24/7 for the last like 4 or 5 days straight.
Wow.
Looks like
Oh
you
my
went to
goodness.
sleep and woke up on Hoth.
I'm in the void.
Wow, nice Star Wars there, honey. All right.
So,
Try.
what controversy could they possibly have come up with now?
Was that a miss?
Okay, well, Kara, it's Lego Star Wars,
I
so
know.
of course there's going to be a controversy because people are going to get like their space panties in a bunch. So just saying,
They're gonna spill their
Ah.
blue milk.
But they don't have space panties because there is no underwear according to George Lucas in the Star Wars universe.
Don't worry.
Yeah, well,
Wait,
that was
so
a
Is
joke.
that from an actual
So are you
interview?
saying that Darth Vader goes Commando?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but
I
that
mean,
was that.
How
was
do you
some
think
kind
life
of weird
support works in
trick with
space?
Princess Leia.
He probably has a lot of.
But no, people were
That's just-
asking why. People were wondering why Princess Leia didn't have, a bra support, and Lucas was like, "No one has underwear in the Star Wars universe." That was his
It
answer.
was like that
Yeah.
famous moment.
Did I just
that
break
famous
your
moment
mind?
Between
Like the OG troll, man.
like not so coded misogyny.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Vader probably has a lot of like robotic adult diaper stuff kind of going.
Well, he has a lot of he has tubes and vacuums down there. That's what I'm saying.
Sorry if I took that Mustafar.
that famous moment between Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker where he leans in and he says, "Luke, I feel a draft."
All right.
Oh my
On
god.
to the controversy, because of course we couldn't get a May the 4th without controversy, and there's actually 2 different ones.
Uh-oh.
Of course there is.
So the first one is the gift with purchase set that people have been anxiously awaiting. And what is going to be the gift with purchase set? And you have to spend $160 for this.
Whoa.
And it is called the Lars Family Farm.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Okay.
a cute kitchen.
I don't know. I'm not offended.
I mean, I think it's cute. It's a cute kitchen set. I mean, I like it personally. I love all the little cabinets with the blue glass and
That's
everything.
the controversy.
Oh, just, the hardcores are terribly upset about it, and it's the worst. I've seen, seriously, like I've been following this on Twitter and on Instagram, and a bunch of the hardcores are like, this is the worst gift with purchase they've ever created.
Why?
This is
What's
Oh,
horrible.
it's really
Worried
cool. You can
about
make the
it.
little.
I actually want that.
You can
Yeah,
make the
I
little
think it's
burbling
great.
sound as you put the vegetables in.
Yes. I mean, there was okay, here's
So
my...
what's the complaint that
Yeah, I don't get it.
Aunt Beirut is in a charcoal skeleton? Is that the complaint?
Is it?
No, I
Because
just...
nothing is blowing up.
It's because because it's not a TIE fighter or Darth Vader or a
So
guy
because it's something different.
Thinly
Yeah,
coded
well-
misogyny again.
Yeah,
Thin
There-
that's what I'm saying.
yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
feature a guy.
Something that rhymes with kitchen is what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's one of those things where like people are always like, oh no, this thing has too many exclusives, and then they're like, make it more generic so that everybody could build one, and then there's other people who are like, it doesn't have enough exclusives, and then they're like, this is terrible. I don't understand how it's terrible. I think it's very reflective of the design work that the prop makers put into the homestead, and
Wilfred.
it would fit well with
Not
that.
wrong.
Yeah, I saw
Oh.
people complaining about,
Okay.
like, Monica says that it was just her and that there wasn't somebody else. I mean, like, but haven't we had enough Luke
minifigs. I mean,
But
really.
this is that opportunity to get the more like obscure figure that you don't get in all the other sets.
Well, and that's what-
I'm
that's
excited
something-
about.
Yeah, that's something I was talking about somebody with the other day who's a big fan, and I was like, "So, what did you think of the gift with purchase?" And they're like, "Oh, well, I'm not really excited about it. It seems like a weird choice, and this and that." And I was like, "Well, first of all, it pairs perfectly with the Landspeeder set.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it makes sense to me. It's a beautiful vignette. I love how sleek and slick it looks. Like, it's just really cool, and all the little tiny details are really, really great. I'm glad to see that they still have ice cream in space. That looks like a nice cream
Thank
scoop there on the
goodness.
shelf.
Well, and
Um,
plus, there are so many Luke Skywalkers and R2D2s. Just take one of your many R2D2s and put it in here
Yeah,
if you want
right.
another character.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I gotta
crazy.
say the other thing about it too is they only have, well, I don't want to say only, but they've only got 9 movies or more than 9, but like 9 in the main thing to draw from. And especially when you're talking about the 3 classic movies, like 3 movies to draw from. And I don't want to say they've exhausted what they can get out of those movies as far as making sets goes, but there is like a finite number of things that you can draw from those things. So, and they've already done a lot of them.
Yeah.
So this to me seems like and of course, as you keep going and going, you're going to have to kind of move out like into other parts of the movie.
I love
I don't-
to. Isn't that a
Yeah, they
little
do.
micro scale Landspeeder on the like a toy?
Yeah.
Oh my
Landspeeder?
gosh,
That's-
yes.
that's a
Oh,
cute
that's
detail.
awesome.
Oh, you're right. It is. It's a little tiny toy.
I love
Which
it.
is
That's
which
great.
makes sense because Luke does have his little like toy ship that he's playing with in one scene. So like,
The
Makes
T-16. Yeah.
She says, Luke, you're getting a little big now. We're going to have to get rid of your toys. They're cluttering up the kitchen.
She's pouring the tea out over the royal fans. I love it. It's just like
Yes.
Well, the one
Well,
thing
whatever.
I
I
have-
guess I'm glad that some people don't like it. That means there will be more to go around for people who do want it.
So
I think-
Bricks and Mortar
I think
says
that-
people just want the exclusive minifigures back. Nothing else will ever measure up. Wilfred says, just remind the Star Wars AFOL that it's at least not a Star Wars Christmas special set, which I would love.
that would be great.
That would
I
rock,
want,
actually.
I want a Life Day, a Life Day set.
Yes.
What? I want
Yes.
Sparkle Luke Skywalker.
And Smoke Up Johnny says a large portion of Star Wars fans aren't happy unless they're outraged. That
not wrong.
Feel the dark side take hold. I love it. Like the one thing I feel like could have smoothed this one over would be if that was the bantha milk, and which it is confirmed not.
That's
And I think
that's true.
that would have like balanced the force a little bit, because then people would have been like, "Yay, it's got a thing," and it
that's-
would have been an easy.
I agree. I
you know,
agree. That was a missed opportunity.
Because still you have the blue, face Luke, right? He's got the milk mustache or whatever. That would still be exclusive to the other polybag, but then you could have the milk twice. They could have
Yeah,
built
so
it
that is-
for all
that's
its worth,
blue
but they
milk,
didn't.
right?
Yes. Oh, and Fabby Fan mentions, and I agree, that if we got a Star Wars, if we got a Star Wars Christmas special set, the most important part of that set would be the B. Arthur minifig.
Oh, heck yes.
Yes.
Something we are sorely lacking.
It's true.
So with
Yeah.
all of these UCS sets, the one thing that really blows me away is it's always 4, 5, 6. It's rarely 1, 2, 3. On occasion, there's 1, 2, 3, but usually not. And then the last trilogy has no UCS sets that I can think of. There's
Yeah, I
no
don't even know what it means when
Starfighter.
anybody says the first trilogy anymore, because like the first trilogy is now the second one or something. It's so
Original
confusing to me.
trilogy, right?
Yeah, the original
Yeah,
trilogy.
but if you think
before
about
it
episode
was,
7, 8, 9, I can't
before
think of any UCS
before
sets.
Star Wars was called A New Hope.
See,
Yeah,
and that
well-
doesn't. I don't even know what that means.
Why was Spit afraid of 7? Wait, I don't know.
Well, you make an
7, 8,
interesting
9.
point,
The,
Moto.
the 70s and 80s films.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
That works.
Wait, are you saying there's not a lot of UCS sets from 4, 5, and 6?
No, I'm
No, he
saying
said-
there's an overabundance of them. It's like they
Yeah.
cannot get past that Gen X
UCSness. And,
Yeah, they just did the
and yeah, they did the
cricket or whatever.
yeah,
So you
they
got
did
the gunship. The
yeah, they
gunship,
did the
right?
gunship, but that was by popular
and that's a
request.
hit. It's a hit because that generation finally has the funds to buy one. So they're like, here's your intro taste. Here's a $350.
Which is really funny because that's like one of the only ones I didn't pounce on. It did nothing for me.
I tried.
So yeah, that's the only one from really the prequels I can think of.
Yeah.
But then,
Yeah.
and then 7, 8, 9 is completely absent. There's no Kylo Ren Starfighter. There's none of these. There's just none.
Give it a few
Yeah.
years until they've run out of ideas and
I
those
was gonna
kids are
say
in
it's
and out of
matter
high
of-
school.
It's a matter of time. Exactly. That's exactly right. They're waiting for those kids to be in that market.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I gotta say
I think
that
that's right.
I tried watching Phantom Menace the other night.
Spicy take.
I made it about 45 minutes, and about half an hour of that I was sleeping. And this was during
Well,
the day.
That was
Yeah,
good.
and the
reason behind
good,
that.
the good reason behind that is, the gunship is not popular because of the prequels. The gunship is popular because of the Clone Wars animated series.
That too.
So really, when
Right.
you think of the prequel trilogies, you have to focus on the animated series.
I feel
That's what made
so
them
many
popular.
times. I feel like I need to watch Clone Wars.
I would also
Well,
like
you
an
don't have
Ewok
to.
Adventure
I never
UCS set. You know, little
Do you think
Caravan
they
of
would-
Courage UCS.
Do you think they would make the Ghost into a UCS set?
They
Oh
should.
heck yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Based on what the the regular set goes for now.
yeah.
That's
could
one I
see
missed
it.
out on because I waited for it to go on discount and it never did, and then poof, it was gone. So, oh well.
Wow.
I'd
Yeah,
probably get a
I'm just
UCS
remarking
version.
that it's very strange to me, like how the UCS is kind of, if you look at the statistical distribution, it's very heavily weighted.
Yeah.
Well, but I
Whereas
think
millennials
So
now have money, so I could
Yeah.
see the animated series getting a ton of focus, but
Mhm.
Maybe UCS didn't mean it's the ultimate Lego collector series. Maybe it was focused on the ultimate collectors, which is the original Star Wars generation, who really, allowed the franchising to affect the entire world of franchising and marketing. And Spaceballs the
and
lunchbox, and Spaceballs.
I would
the
guess they're
toilet
gonna
paper, and
hit the
Spaceballs-
Mandalorian with the UCS set before they do the late.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think
trilogy.
this is a really good
Probably.
comment here. I'm imagining they'll make a UCS Razor Crest before any other of the new stuff. That is not. Yeah, that seems
Yeah.
like a pretty good call.
You got to
I
get it
mean-
while it's hot too, because if you can't cash in on something that's, if it's already like 10, 20 years past, then
It's true
Yeah.
even right now because people have already built the Jezrak model, which is amazing, and then the giant Hasbro HasLab one came out last year or early this year, and I mean people are getting their fix on big Razor Crests, so they have to be able to hop on it.
Blair, you made a good point about ultimate collectors though, because my husband's a good example of he's a Star Wars collector, but he's not interested in anything that isn't vintage Star Wars, which pretty much
Mhm.
excludes everything that's
Right.
from the past 20 years. So it does make sense he's not a Lego fan, but he would be the target if when they're making their UCS sets. That's what they're trying to target, is the people
Yep.
who would collect the original Star Wars stuff.
So has
Right.
it worked on your husband?
I mean, it kind of does because he buys them
Well, there
for
you go.
me. So it's
All right.
a good arrangement. But
So it
yeah.
worked. There you go.
Yeah, it
So-
does. It works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've talked about the first part of the controversy.
Yeah, there's a second. There's a part.
more.
Oh, there's more. Of course, there's more. How are you surprised by this?
Is my sarcasm too realistic?
I know, yes.
I need a T-shirt that says that.
Wait, there's more.
Hey, Rob Zaccardi, how's it going? He's displaying at Brick Fair right now.
Awesome.
Enjoy. I saw his Sam Spade setup. It was really fantastic.
Rob, share photos
So
with us.
cool, yeah.
So, okay, so here's the other part of the controversy.
Controversy.
Just waiting for that. Yeah.
There's a
Get
part
ready.
2.
So so as you know, you need to there are also double points for this,
Normally.
right? And it's Star Wars May 4th is usually a double points weekend.
right? And as far as I know, like most double point weekend or like sections, there are some sets that do not apply, right? Well, apparently they have limited the amount of sets that apply. So as far as I know, I think this new Landspeeder. Let me see.
Don't tell me it doesn't qualify for double
It
points.
doesn't. It
It
doesn't.
does not.
The big ones, I think, are all
What
off
kind
the
of-
list.
What
From
kind
what
of
I saw.
promotion is that if they're trying to sell a new product?
No, I will say there's a long list of things that do apply. However, some of them are retired.
What?
How does that make sense?
So,
mean,
like, for
I guess
instance,
that there's the possibility that there are still stores that have them in stock, and
Right.
not online, but there's a possibility that there are still stores in certain parts of the country that don't do as much business as, say, our local stores, and they might have some A-wings or something left. Who knows? I don't know if that was even on the list.
That makes
Um,
absolutely no sense that the double point, like nobody cares. I mean, why would the double points not apply for the new product that they're promoting?
Because the double points are incentive to purchase it, and it's going to sell it anyway. So why offer it?
Yeah.
there's
So,
Why? You're just taking money
Moto's-
away in the
Moto's-
future.
Moto's exactly right. So it's that people are going to buy the new one anyway. People are going to buy UCS stuff anyway. The gift with
Actually, I mean,
purchases-
honestly, I probably won't because, like, I can just buy it at a time when there's just double points on everything. Why would I need to get it like day one if there's not like if I don't get the double point? I would rather buy the sets where I do get the double points and not get the one that I don't get the double points. It doesn't make any
I
sense.
just mean that people who might have been holding off to buy a larger set to get the
Maybe.
gift with purchases and all that stuff, they're going to be coming in for that stuff anyway. I'm assuming
So.
is sort of thinking of it. And Moto's right that it's a motivator to buy more of the small stuff that you may or may not have had in multiples to also hit that threshold for the
right. Well,
GPPs.
okay. So
Yeah.
just as an example, that's kind of weird to me. I mean, I'm kind of like shrug your shoulders about this whole thing, honestly. But the Star Wars Advent calendar is on the list.
Okay.
Available with the double points.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, like, to me, that's a little weird.
I
Not
mean,
necessarily because you
No,
we
you
had
gotta
some
move that
get
product,
returned
man.
within the last month. I mean, they almost always sell right away, but it's possible that they could be in someone's assortment. You know, like
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, Lego stores are, first of all, not just in the US, they're all over the world. And there are
True.
stores in places that probably still have some older stuff available, right? But
not everybody is doing a like multi-million-dollar a year. You know, there are small Lego stores that get stocked up, and then they probably get to not sell out of everything day one. You know.
now,
and
David.
the funny thing is, and this just makes me laugh because a lot of the same people that are complaining about the gift with purchase set are upset that they won't be able to reach the $160 threshold to get the set because they can't get their double points on the Landspeeder. Like,
So which is it?
it's the most like
The cognitive dissonance that must occur in some of these folks has got to be
Yeah.
like, if you could
Yeah.
measure it,
Yeah.
so anyway, that's
yeah, it seems very strange.
but I will say
Wow, that's a lot of sets.
it's a lot of sets here. There
Yeah.
are let me see.
Are the dioramas excluded too? Like it's weird. It's weird to me that they would exclude. I mean, I guess I could kind of see excluding the UCS set. I mean, I don't know. David Wilkie says that it never applies to the new sets, and is that
I think that's
I thought wasn't there a price threshold that it didn't apply above a certain price?
so that's AFOL day.
Mm.
Oh, got it.
yeah, that's different.
Which people might be conflating, but there are like some 40 something sets here that do apply for the double points, including the Republic fighter tank, the Dark Trooper attack, which are newer sets.
Mandalorian child.
Yeah, the Mandalorian child, which is as we know,
Mm.
older because we did a rebrick of it ages ago.
Are like the little battle packs and blister packs are on there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Boba Fett's starship, Bad Batch attack shuttle, Mandalorian starfighter. So I mean, like there are.
I'm more interested in what it does. Like they should just give you a list of what doesn't apply.
But I mean, I think you're right in that people are going to buy the new stuff anyway. So just buy. And again, we come back to this every once in a while. As much as they do a lot for the fans, Lego is a company that is made to make money. Like that's what they do. It's a business.
Shocking.
I know.
It kind of makes
Shocking.
sense. Just like okay. So basically, the way that they see it is like the promo items, the gift with purchase is supposed to be the incentive to buy, the sets that don't get the VIP points, and the double VIP points are for everything else they're trying to get rid of. But
Yeah, you got to move
get
product,
it.
man. You got to get the old stuff out, and that's one way to get it
Because
out.
all you got to do is buy one Landspeeder, and you'll get that Aunt Beru kitchen that you don't want. So it's like,
You can send it to me.
Well, I want it.
Well, and if it wasn't Lego, if it was clothes and they just said this is a sale at the Blue Light Special, people would not be surprised that only certain things are on sale.
Wouldn't that be a blue milk special?
a blue milk session. Exactly.
Throwing all my
It
Star
is.
Wars knowledge out there.
I did that as a kid. I loved putting blue food color in milk. It made it so much better.
So I'm going back and looking at UCS sets that I have in
my
the
gosh.
past. And so apparently I got double. Now I don't know for sure that I bought these like May the 4th weekend. I'm kind of assuming that I did, but it's possible I didn't. So the Sandcrawler, I got double VIP points. Snowspeeder, I got double VIP points. Yeah, so even the Star Destroyer, I got May the 4th and got double VIP points.
And was that during a supply chain shortage?
Also double points on Millennium Falcon. No, like most of these I have gotten double VIP points. So I don't think it's true that they've always excluded that. That's weird to me.
I just think with the current supply chain issue,
don't
they're
know.
being very smart. If the people are going to really want it day one are going to get it day one. They don't need the VIP points to incentivize them.
Oh, you know
And-
what though?
Yeah,
You know
the
what,
ones like
though?
you who are smarter are going to sit and wait for the sniping.
Actually, you know what? I bet I waited until the following May the 4th. Maybe that's what it was. Like the Star Destroyer, I didn't get when it first came out, so I got that another. Like I probably got that the following year and waited for the next May the 4th when I did get the double VIP points. So maybe it's true. It's probably true. Like I don't think I got a lot of these. Like I don't have to have that stuff day one. I'm patient, so whatever. They can do what they want, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, and again, I bring this up not because I care, but because like it is like the thing that people are talking about between the kitchen and this thing. It's just another reason for a certain section of Star Wars fans to be, upset about something.
Sure. Yeah. That makes sense. It's a bummer. I mean, I'm bummed too, but I get it. Yeah. Because I really did want the Landspeeder. Like the Landspeeder probably would have been the one that I wanted. Like when it first, like I'm more excited about that than any of the other ones that have come out. But I don't have room for it anyway. So whatever.
I mean, I think the thing is when. I mean, and I get it. They did it this one way, and now they're doing it a different way, and I don't like this and that. But the thing that I keep coming back to is like, I've never seen so much complaining about free stuff.
Yeah,
like
that's funny to me that people complain about the gifts with purchase. Like,
it's such a and I mean, I guess it's not technically free. You still have to spend money to get it, right? Like,
well, I mean, but you're spending money for the product that you
right. No,
anyway.
I agreed. But I just it's when the whole concept of being a fan of something starts dipping into entitlement, like I am entitled to this from you because you gave one out the last time or whatever. And that like you're not doing right by me with this particular choice of free thing that you're giving away.
And Lego has enticed the beast that is the, for better or worse, voracious but toxic Star Wars fandom, and like
True.
they will consume everything, but you know, in consuming everything, you also become like no face, right? So
Right.
Well, you make a really good point, right? Like sales is the business of creating desire, right? Like you want to say, I want you to want this, and they're so good at it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't know. I think I'm not a super fan about most things, but I'm grateful when an artist makes something that I love. You know, I'm grateful when a company makes a product that works really well for me and makes me happy. I don't understand the other side of it.
I mean, we're all like super fans of Lego, right? So I think that at the very least, we can all, you know, have that feeling of there's an SDCC figure that you really liked, you know, and like that's sort of like.
Yeah,
thing,
I was just
you know?
about to say that would be like that's more understanding. Like if they had made this as SDCC set, then I could kind of see people being like, oh my gosh, I spent however much money to go to this convention to get this one thing, like when it's that exclusive. But if it's just like a free gift with purchase, I like that it's something like that you won't find anywhere, that they wouldn't bother making for anything else, that it's like that, like I said, the more obscure character, that's usually where the value is. So it's kind of funny to me that people would complain about it.
I
And
saw
I know
some
we're kind of-
breakdown. It doesn't look like she's made of much that's exclusive. I think she's a multi-part from previously existing pieces.
Oh,
what it
really?
looks like. The face, at least, was confirmed, I think, to be like multiple uses.
Yeah, I guess if she's not a unique figure, that
Her top looks like it might be unique, though.
I think that might be unique.
That's the one thing.
I hadn't
That's
seen
the only thing that's
confirmation yet.
unique.
okay,
It
well, I'll
is,
take
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
right. It's not bad.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I know we're kind of like, you know, giving Star Wars fans the business right now, but I also, or a certain subset of Star
Yeah.
Wars fans.
I'm a Star Wars fan. I'm not offended. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but the thing though is that that kind of attitude is prevalent through all kinds of fandom.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what it is, like the number of, you know, complaints that you get when a TV show goes in a direction that fans don't like, there's inevitably the people that say, you were supposed to make these two characters get together, and then they get really, really angry about it. And I was like, well, it's not the artist's responsibility to create the scenario that you imagined in your head and then got fixated on.
Yeah.
You know, so it's nothing new.
Yeah, that's
For
what
sure.
fan
No, I
fiction
mean,
is
I'm
for.
sorry. Were you paid to be the writer of the script?
Right, exactly.
No, you weren't. So why don't you just sit back and enjoy a summer film and like it is and don't overthink it?
Because
Well,
Yano.
Back
That is
in
one
my
of the
day,
beauties-
folks didn't get
One of the
anything.
beauties of the Lego Star Wars fandom, though, is like if you don't like it, go out there and find someone's rebrickable instructions where they nailed it and buy those and build it. You know, like there are so many other things out there to consume that aren't direct from Lego when it comes
Yeah.
to Lego Star Wars.
Yeah,
So-
And,
There, you
and
can
never mind
stay
that it's
reasonable.
Lego and you could just build whatever you want. Like if
Exactly.
you don't like the kitchen, then build the space station.
Take
whatever.
it from the
you know?
generation who built Lego Star Wars before Lego Star Wars existed. Like
yeah, exactly.
you can make whatever pleases you. That's the best thing about it, right?
Agreed.
Absolutely.
Oh no, but it's much more fun if I get really angry and type all in caps. 'Cause
I know, and then make a YouTube video of it and get 5 million hits because I'm angry all the time.
And then go ahead and spend the money to get the gift with purchase and rage build
You
it.
just see, I hate this so much. I'm gonna build it with hate.
Kitchen. I hate cooking.
I like the very concept of rage building. That's like
Yeah.
that's got to be a new subtopic.
I've done some
That's gonna
rage
be my
building.
new YouTube channel, and I will have 10 million subscribers in 5 minutes.
Yep.
I build my least favorite sets angrily. I tell you what I don't like about them as I build them. And then at the end, we auction it off to the lowest bidder.
Exactly. You know what the worst thing about friends is?
How they make me feel good inside, and I don't like that.
But I mean,
You know,
that's what it
we're
is,
actually
right?
gonna
There's
get
this
a
idea
worded
that
letter from the
Lego
person-
can never do anything right, and that is the overwhelming basis of some Lego YouTube channels.
I'm sorry, what was that? Moto, can you repeat that?
The YouTube channels that I don't like and I never subscribe to, even though they're very popular, are built on the concept that Lego can never do anything right. And you're going to make this manufactured outrage around every little thing that you can pick apart.
Right.
Why? Who has time for that?
Well, and how do you call
I
yourself
don't.
a fan and yet you hate everything the company does? Like, I don't
Crazy
understand that.
people.
I
Well,
guess if you're a
I
fan
don't know.
of,
Have you seen some football teams and their fans?
yeah, true.
Oh,
Yeah.
they just shouldn't have drafted this pick. They can't make the right pick. This person's being traded away. Blah 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 blah.
Different words for different nerds.
Well, I want that on a shirt.
Well, Flynn,
I mean,
I
it's
think
so
you
true,
nailed
right?
it
Like-
with the idea that some fans get the idealized version of how this should be represented, and they've written the whole adventure in their head, and they don't know how to make that happen. So when the people who are making that stuff happen don't match their idea, they get upset. It seems like to me.
It just seems so silly to me. Like, I don't, like,
And that there's an audience for it, right? And
okay, with the
chapter-
possible exception of the end of Game of Thrones, I've never been angry about like how.
Oh my god, I was waiting for that. I knew somebody was going to bring that up.
Of course.
And this is why I never watched any of it.
Yeah, I mean, it
Yeah,
was,
me either.
but there was a lot that went into that. But anyway, I do think that there are still, a lot of, and we can, I mean, I don't know. I feel like when I try to objectively, especially if we're doing reviews and stuff, objectively try to look at a set, and I've talked about this before, but I actually kind of enjoy reviewing sets that I'm not 100% immersed in the theme, because I feel like it makes me give it a more objective review.
How
Yeah.
fun was it to
course.
build? What were the
Right.
colors like?
Just like the Home Alone set. Again, like I was able to be more objective about it because I didn't have that steeped in nostalgia from having, yes, we gushed over the Muppets minifigures, like absolutely 100%, and probably didn't give it as objective of a review. Spoiler alert, we said they're perfect.
I don't know. I think it's hard to not say they're flawless, but
But now we could do the Bizarro review and talk about everything that they didn't put in there and all the figures that they didn't make.
I know. I wanted them to make Sam the Eagle, and I'm very angry.
but you have to do it as your little guys up in the booth,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what I don't like about this Muppet series.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There's this
So
constant.
speaking of
manufacturing
minifigures, since we're getting towards the end here, I
Uh-oh.
think it's time to share
Oh, here it is.
a favorite minifig. Kari, you want to go first? Oh, I see
Sure.
you've changed locations.
I had to plug in.
Oh, got it.
And it was
Got
easier
got
to
got it.
just come here than to bring the plug there. So yes.
Hey, Sai, how's it going? Good to see you.
I bet you Sai's excited about that Ireland Lego store opening. The first
Oh,
Lego
yes.
store.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, very nice.
Absolutely. Our friends in Ireland are now going to have their very own Lego store.
Yay.
That's awesome.
Sai's going to look like a U.S. person in Black Friday in a Walmart. He's just going to like blast
Elbows out.
elbows out, smash his way through to get all the things. It's going to be great.
Sai smash. All right. So minifigs. All right, Kara, you're first.
Okay. This guy showed up on the table during my sorting.
Oh,
like him.
One of my
yay.
favorites.
And then I thought, now I'm thinking about painting his head pink and making a Zoidberg.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's pretty good.
Very nice. I've used him as a Cthulhu before.
Yep.
And
that was for the Crank Call of Cthulhu.
yeah, the prank Call of Cthulhu was one of my very earliest vignettes, like
Love it.
way back in the day.
Love it.
Oh yeah, I love this. Make a review and let Yano animate it with Statler and Waldorf.
That would be pretty perfect.
All right, Blair, have you got a minifig? Are you
Oh boy, do I.
accessible?
Oh man.
It's very related. Look who I've been holding on to, and now
Oh.
they've
Is that
Oh,
Uncle
very nice.
Owen?
It's Owen from the UCS Sandcrawler. Oh my gosh, sorry. The walls are all white here.
That's
now.
okay. So
But
now
yes,
he
he
can be in
went
the kitchen, too.
overnight from about a $20 to $30 figure, and now they've hiked up well over $100.
Wow.
Oh,
Funny because I was actually trying to get rid of him for the last year, and now some people are probably going to be a little sad they missed out on that.
Right.
Wow.
But now he gets to be reunited, and then I'm sure the black skeletons will also go up in price on Bricklink
Yep.
as well.
I know. I want some skeletons.
No, talk about play functions.
See, that's the thing. Like, if you don't like this so much, you could remake it and have like all the inside like in black or burned pieces, and put a skeleton in. Make it your
I'm
own.
gonna pile them
Yeah.
up with ABS.
All right, Moto.
Did I show you? I made a mini doll version of me, a sig fig mini doll. Did I ever show it to you?
I think
No.
we've seen it, but I am always
Okay.
happy to see it again.
No, I'll pick from the Cup of Doom, the free Cup of Doom. here. Well, I've got a bunch of. What is that? That is horrific. Anyway,
I want to see.
I'll
the
show you
ver-
some.
Now
Cool,
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
I'll save the horrific for next week.
Okay.
But for some reason, they were giving away free Technic figures, and so
Whoa.
I love
Technic
Technic
figures.
figures, and
That's
especially
so
love.
cool.
So the one I like the most is the vibe.
Oh, the
vibe on
mustache
this-
guy.
Yeah, the vibe on that guy.
Yeah.
It's like Freddie Mercury in space.
He also looks like he's kind of wearing Exoforce armor, which is cool too.
I mean, this guy's ready to Duke Kaboom his way into
Definitely.
into your heart.
Mhm.
Look at
I
that.
love
Those
it.
eyelashes too.
Yeah,
Oh,
look
he's
at
got
that.
some,
Wow.
okay, he's got some pretty.
Wow.
That is totally Freddie Mercury.
Oh my
Yep.
gosh, yes.
Very nice.
He's the stunt champion of the world.
Lord. All right, we've got Yano.
So I'm gonna do a 3 for
Totally
The-
fair.
the 2010 Buzz Lightyear.
Nice.
Very simple printing, and then the CMF Buzz Lightyear, and then the Toy Story 4. Woo! Toy Story 4.
oh, you
Buzz
did a
Lightyear.
moto.
Yeah,
So
To infinity and beyond.
I'm just
Well-
missing. There was a dirty one from the trash scene in 2010.
Yep.
But I'm very excited to add the Lightyear figure to this.
Well, I love that one with the molded head.
Right.
That's
Yes.
pretty cool.
OG. And I finished.
Smoke Up Johnny
I finished
says,
rebuilding.
Freddie
my
Mercury in
figure.
Space is a movie I would totally watch.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, and sorry, what were you showing there,
Oh,
Yana?
and I finished building my spaceship. I had to sub a couple colors out that I couldn't find, but
Oh, it's so
Oh,
good.
cute.
Very cute.
Swooshable.
All
Sorry.
right, who? Holly.
Yep. So in step with Yano, I also have a figure from Boone's yard sale. In fact, I had that whole bag of buzzes, if you recall, for just a moment, but didn't need a whole bag of buzzes, so I gave them to Yano. But I did pick up a Woody, the Dirty Woody.
nice.
Nice.
Dirty. Everyone
I
loves
think-
the Dirty Woody.
Yeah, Dirty Woody.
Oh, God.
You can giggle. You're supposed to
There's a
giggle.
snake in my boot.
Which is what I actually don't think I have that set. It might be the only Toy Story set I do not have is the one with the dirty figures. And of course
I should know this, but are there other figures made with those long legs?
only Jesse and Woody were the only ones made with these legs, and I
Yep.
don't know why they refused
Right?
to bring them back. We need
Long
more of
arms,
these legs
I'm sorry, I can
and
only
long
think,
arms. Yeah,
I can only think of that one episode of The Office with Woody with ketchup and business all over.
yeah. Where's Where's another? Yeah, if you'll see, if I like, that's something it took me a long time to notice was that the arms were longer.
Oh, they are.
Oh my gosh, I never knew that.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah, I need to get one of those. I really want to use one for a sig fig.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
new Blair sig fig.
I'll show you, like I know I've shown you guys this figure before.
So it's our turn?
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, hang on.
Hang on.
Here is.
Hang
Hang
on.
on. So I've got like 3 things to do before I can swap.
Hey, I was
the
going to
camera.
show you how I use those legs for the Bobinski.
Oh, let's see.
Right.
And the long
Oh,
arms.
nice.
And the long arms too. He's got the long arms, like.
Did you paint it?
Like. It was somebody else that I had customize it,
Very
but
cool.
yeah, it's got
Nice.
the
Very nice.
printed arms, printed legs. That's why we need more of we need more of those legs and arms. Lego,
Mhm.
please, please.
All right. It's our turn. You want to go first?
Yes.
Ooh.
This is me when I discovered this morning that I need to rework a structural part of a modular thing we're building.
Oh, he's so good.
And I will say those Muppets minifigs made really good use of tall and short. Like there are like Piggy has tall legs, but Kermit has short legs, and they've used the
Statler and
like
Waldorf.
the
too.
Harry Potter short legs that move
Green legs.
actually. So like not just the kid
Yes.
legs. And in example, I will show my minifig for today, which is
Yes.
Gonzo with Camilla.
So good.
I love him so much.
That top
The
is
pants are kind of
fantastic.
awesome.
And you can see, look, he's got his little saddle shoes on.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh.
Yeah, so if you want to see more about that and the details, check out our review video. So, and actually, I think maybe it was on Twitter, but somebody said, did they model Gonzo's clothes after Justin Ramsden? And Justin said, I would never wear a tie that doesn't match my shirt.
Gonzo
Yes.
does
Good for
have
you,
the best
Justin.
style,
Good
though.
for you.
Superb.
There you
Yeah,
go.
it's a-
Oh, nice, Moto.
Alright.
Ooh. Oh, you want to tell us what that is?
Well, yeah, there's a thing at Brickworld Chicago that involves making cars. So my base color is white. So I just needed to switch to get a bunch of white on here so I can style it up a bit.
You should get
Close
Caleb
up.
and Jacob to give you some driving lessons.
Mhm.
Caleb's really cool about that. He brings a model, he brings a replica of the truck around with him when he signs autographs. He lets people hold them and take a picture with it. So he does have a version of the Sunshine Wagon. He plays it up and he's really cool about it now. At the time it was not cool, but now it's a fun thing. that
You
he does.
gotta have a sense of humor about it.
Yeah, he does a great sense of humor about it.
You won't survive otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the time, not so much.
Well, Sai says that people are saying that Dr. Bunsen should be his sig fig, and I gotta say, there's like there are some similarities there.
Yeah.
See it. Yep.
I can see it.
Yes, they're so
You have to
good.
change the torso, but I think if you show,
Wait a
did you?
second. Does
do you have
that
the
make
head?
Greg Beaker?
Oh my
God,
god.
I hope so. God, I hope so. Now do that in a British accent.
Me.
There you go.
That was very convincing.
If you don't know what
Holly.
we're talking about London Bridge bricks, which you can look up on YouTube, and you'll understand
Oh my
where we're
god.
coming from.
Too funny.
Woo. My goodness. And yes, it's true. Lego Masters Australia season 4 has started.
4 episodes are already out. It's fantastic.
And one of my favorite mock builders, Jafa Mocks, is on the
Jafa.
show. Oh my god, I love their stuff so much. It's just
Yeah.
incredible. And of course, they're on the show. I was just so excited to see that.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
it was the person I really recognized as Jafa, and I'm just like, I can't believe he's on this season. This is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet, but Brick Princess Buttercup is one of my favorite Instagram builders. She so if I'm excited to see her on the show. She does all like Rob submits a lot of stuff to a weekly contest she does that's like a 12-piece build. Dirty Dozen. So she's really good at building these like tiny little things with really creative parts usage. So I'm super excited to see her build big.
Well, I will tell you that is it's from experience, that's a hard leap.
Yeah.
That is a hard leap. And
Yeah, to go
all
from
the luck to her. I think that's great. And
What makes
also,
you say that?
What?
What experience do you speak of that makes you say that?
well, to go from designing with roller skates
No,
to
I-
2x12s.
I'm joking, man. I get it. Same with
Although
Philip and Maria had the same problem, right? They deal with a very particular, beautiful, smaller scale their normal life, and then after the first episode, they're like, "Oh God."
Yeah.
They learned their lesson and they had to go, to think bigger.
Yeah, although building small is its own challenge. So I think like there's still the same set of problem solving skills that applies when you're trying to build something really small to trying to go really big, and that you have to just creatively think of like methods and things like that that'll work. It's just different. The difference in skill though is obviously the amount of bricks. So like the time management.
It's the speed of it.
Figure out how many bricks that you can build. Like we just finished Lego Masters Australia season 1 because I hadn't seen it before.
Maddie and Jimmy.
Yeah, and it's really interesting. Like. Yeah, that's where you really see the time management issues because of course every build had to be like bigger and bigger and bigger, and you're just like, man, there just is not like I don't even know how anybody did it. It's like there's just physically not enough time for that many to put that many parts together, regardless of like whatever thought is involved.
Thank you, Holly.
I don't understand how it works.
I had design issues about self-censorship because I'm used to solving detail problems with the tiniest details I can find. Mm-hmm. How do we, use a tiny little bar or something here? And when I move to 2x12s, everything looks really jaggy,
Right.
Yeah. That's the biggest dissonance in my perspective. I mean, other than just the scale and amount of brick, but for those who are detail focused builders to then go big and have to not do detail primarily. I mean, you get to detail out some stuff if you have time, but you're for the most part, you're putting that on the chopping block and saying it's bricks, not re-bling. So
yeah, it's like you got to step way back.
I had a very
but yeah, it's lovely. It's absolutely wonderful. And what's really cool is New Zealand kicks off in May. And then the US version of season 3 will kick off shortly after. So it's just there's a lot of Lego Masters out there now.
Yeah. Right. Family is growing.
Although good luck finding the Chinese one because I haven't found it.
I would like to see that.
I'd love to see it. I don't know if I'd understand it, but I'd love it.
It occurs to me there's a new show that I think is capitalizing on the Lego Masters popularity that I don't know. It just seems too hard to me. This Domino show.
Right.
Oh, so that show was announced when we were producing Lego Masters Season 2. And so we always joked that show was an outcome because of us. At least we took pride in that. We helped launch Domino Masters. Yeah. But it is. It's a direct lift of Lego Masters.
Yeah.
All right, friends.
Wait, I have to
been
show
a
my hammer.
delightful Sunday as always.
Before you go, I have to show my hammer.
Look who's here in the chat.
I know. I popped her little message up there. Hi, Dawn.
Hi, Dawn.
Coming from Facebook today.
I do have a very short hammer time.
Oh, hammer time. I forgot about hammer time.
I gotta put on my hammer pants.
It's hammer time.
Hammer time. So this is called an engineer's hammer. It's about 5 pounds. And this is what you use when your ball peen hammer just isn't working for you. This thing will adjust to just about everything.
Wow.
Including I've used it to split rock before. So this is This is a hefty little over 2 kilogram, 5 pound engine called the engineer's hammer.
Yikes! Kids, do not use this on your Lego.
It'll set those plates really well.
It'll set the studs right through the bottom of the plate. I can
Exactly.
guarantee it.
Every dark brown, reddish brown brick you have will be broken.
It will turn everything into reddish brown. Guarantee it.
Oh, Blair.
You muffin baby.
Aw.
Oh, very cute.
Yep. So there you go. There's my hammer time for today.
Hammer time. All right, friends. Thank you so much for joining us today, panel. Thank you so much. Yano, great to see you as always. And hope we'll see more of you again soon.
Yep.
And
Oh,
as
you
Bob
actually-
Sampson says, hit that like button, everybody.
Definitely.
And just one more shameless plug. Please, please, please check out our new quick review videos. We have 2 of them up now. They're on the channel. I think you'll enjoy them. They're short and sweet, covering all the bases. So hopefully we'll get some traction on those and make even more of them. So we're excited about that.
And something you will never see on one of our quick reviews is rage building.
Oh darn! I was looking.
I don't know
forward to that.
about that.
Oh yeah. You think there's a chance?
No, not doing that.
We
That would
hate
be
this set so much.
Yeah, that's Ren and Fitchard's account. It's like a whole different account.
Love that.
But
If I
Is that
can
like
do
your
a-
version of ganache bricks? You know, it's
There you
your
go.
Legos?
It's
Yeah.
called picky bricks.
Yes.
TM.
Amazing.
Please,
What else I
Make
don't
it
like?
please set
so.
up a separate account called
Picky Bricks
Picky
TM.
Bricks.
absolutely.
where you just, like,
so.
It's like the upside down version. You film it all in red and like in a dungeon, and you just like posting your Lego sets.
If I can just do a quick plug, also, if anyone's watching this and wants to keep streaming later today, I'm gonna be joining Brickanista on YouTube to talk about Brick Alliance Polybag project, and we're gonna have Alex from Brick Alliance and Tips and Bricks on there, and maybe some other guests. So
Cool.
1 o'clock p.m. So hour and 15 minutes from now, if you're still wanting to get some YouTube Lego streams.
Very good. All right, everybody. We hope you have a brilliant rest of your weekend. And again, thank you, everybody, for coming and checking it out. And thank you to all of our panel for coming for another fabulous Sunday brunch. It was a good time.
Monica.
So let me see. Where are this thing? Yeah. So don't forget, everybody. Until next time, don't forget to stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, wear your mask when and where you still need to, get that vaccine, get that booster shot, get that 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th booster shot. And we will see you next time. Bye, everyone. See you next
Bye.
Sunday.
Happy
And complain
building.
about Star Wars.
Oh, I forgot to change it again.
That's okay. No one will notice.